today's blog is going to be about college. I don't know if you can see me in the mirror at all. No, you won't be able to. But yeah, today's blog is going to be about college, art college, which is what I've just finished. Because I think it's the end of the year, and it's time to sort of reflect, because I did a couple of years there in art college, and so basically what it is I wanted to get into airbrushing motorbikes, to a lesser degree maybe murals, and like murals, houses and stuff, big wall ones. Also to a degree, just normal art as well, but mostly done with the airbrush. And cars, motorbikes, I just like the airbrush stuff. So my plan was to do that. Looks fun to me, as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, it looks great fun. So I thought college would help with that. Just to sort of just the general basics, of art, really. Learn that, and that should help me in theory. I don't know if it has entirely, but the theory was good. The theory was definitely good. So I went to college, did the 2 years, and I've got to say, a lot of it isn't at all anything I'd have any interest in. Now, this wasn't specifically an airbrushing art course. This was art, fine arts it was called. But the first half was art, craft and design, and the second half was called fine arts. So I mean, it isn't exactly perfectly suited to airbrush. But I mean, fuck it. There isn't any airbrush course here. I'm in Ireland. I'm happy. Yeah, so this is a much slower road. So I should be now hearable. So anyway, what it was, I went to the 2 years course, hoped it would help with the airbrushing. As I say, a bit debatable if it did. What I found at pretty much the end of the course anyway, was that it bloody had, really, that was the thing. But basically in any art course, there are very specific and definite ways of looking at things, and it's their ways. And you either share their ways, or you won't get on there. Because an art course is a course like it's like a liberal club, really. It's where little liberals are made. Now, if you share the politics, fine, you'll enjoy it. If you don't share the politics, you will not enjoy it. I mean, I'm not exactly far right, I'm more central. I can't stand that crap at all. I mean, there's just so many things. But it wasn't just that, really, it was the art as well, right? The belief that art made from things you find in a bin have got great value, and I don't agree with that. I think it's in a bin for a bloody good reason. It's rubbish. That's it. There's nothing more to it, it's just rubbish. Now that's not how they think at all. It's not the philosophy sort of thing they go by. They believe this. That if you could make art, which they term it art, out of stuff found in a bin, then that's awesome. But it doesn't look to me like art when it's finished. We're talking like bloody tins and shit all stuck together. And the end product isn't something anyone would ever buy. Like, even if you gave it to someone, you'd have to pay them to hang up in their house. And that's called combined materials, or as I call it, combined bullshit, yeah. That's what that class was. Now the sort of philosophies, the way of looking at the world that allow that to even be a thing, really, that's the problem. Because I am so completely at odds with that. And everything that stems from it, which is much more than you think. No, I was never going to be happy about it. And then, as if that wasn't enough, I hate the feel of clay. I literally hate touching clay. I don't like it touching my skin at all. It feels disgusting to me. Now, I know most people don't have this, but they insist you make things out of clay. And, well, partly I think it is. I don't give a fuck about clay. I'll do airbrushing. Airbrushing's what's going to be the thing for me. So if it isn't an airbrush, I don't give a fuck. And that isn't the way of thinking it goes down well. And it's all about history as well. And bloody gender studies stuck in there. As if that's actually a thing, like. Certainly, like, why the fuck was gender studies, like, or gender issues, gender politics, managed to sneak its way into art? That never should have been there. There should have been no politics whatsoever. But, as I say, in an art college, liberal bullshit, you're going to get it. So that pissed me off. But the main thing was, at the end of the art course, looking back on it, there are a lot of really talented people in there. They didn't do what I did, they did their own things, and often they did all different things. All I didn't like was constantly college tried to bend them all to do the same thing and look at things the same way, plan things the same way, and fucking mind maps. I cannot express to you how much I hate mind maps at this point. Like, we got this thing. I know you know about mind maps. I'm sure you've tolerated this before, but my mind maps itself, it doesn't need any fucking paper bullshit. And then they say research, and research is ridiculous as well. Because research for a painting means they want you to go and print out loads and loads of pictures of old artists' paintings, but they're not fucking relevant. They're certainly not relevant to me. They're not relevant to the people who actually like and buy materials but had to do on the walls. They're not relevant when it's not that we're relevant to anyone. It was just crap, and then we had to watch a video about some dude called Grayson or something, some dude who runs around wearing a bloody skirt, giving speeches on the benefits of gay parenting. Now, if you've gone to some kind of course where that's appropriate, you'll probably like that. If you thought you were taking an art course, less so. But then I'm not really, at heart, an artist. I'm a biker. And being a biker, I give two fucks about it. Let me explain, like, to me, art is an incredible thing. A totally incredible thing, yeah? It is creating beauty, or creating, like the act of, it's like an act of creation. You can make a person appear on a page that has never existed. It's something I sort of view very highly. But here's the thing. When that is turned into a mockery by this whole let's make art out of the bin, that just pisses me right off. And it did a good few others in there as well. So I'm not the only one, at least, that does that. I know art college, but I mean, looking back at art college, I got a lot out of it in some ways. Because I met a lot of people, some of them I really like. Some of them I wouldn't piss on if they were on fire, but some of them I really like, and I mean, that's it. As good as it gets. I even like the teachers. I don't agree with their politics, but I mean, I don't expect to agree with people's politics, which is partly why I believe that all politics should have been left out of the bloody course. I mean, the people that are, you know, if you were pro-liberal agenda, very pro it, to be in line with that place, but then you wouldn't even notice, and you'd be like, what's he even on about? It's only when it doesn't work for you that things stand out, isn't it? So I'm looking to the future, art. And I'm thinking, like, what can I do in art going forward? And I'm still very much enthusiastic about my plan for the airbrushing, especially motorbikes. I already do resprays. That's simple enough. And between the respraying of bikes and the custom artwork, that could be a pretty decent little business. Although I probably won't do it entirely as a full business. I've got other things I'm interested in as well. But I would love to add some of that to my sort of day. Because I like to have a balance. You have some painting, some writing, making stuff if possible. Like, even if it's just building a chair out of wood, doesn't matter. I made bows, double bass, loads of bows and stuff in the past. But like some degree of making, I think is needed in life to keep you sane. And of course the motorbike. The motorbike really does a great job of making life better. In the summer. I ride all year. And if you ride all year, you can get some crap weather. If you have the right clothes, you're fine. Anyway, art college. Here's what I'd say about art college. If you're currently working away, considering it. If you're one of like lots of people in the art course actually wanting to do it, so they can go on to do tattoo design. Yeah, tattoo design. So don't bother there. It's fucking useless for you. Absolutely useless. It really is. What you want to do is get yourself a tattoo machine, get yourself a booklet of fake skin, make yourself up a portfolio, go down a tattoo shop with that. That's how you get in. Seriously. If they've told you making sculptures out of things you found in the bin will help you, they've lied. So just no. If you want to be an oil portrait painter, absolutely. Art college, definitely. Fucking definitely. It really will help then, although they all take away your individuality as best as they can. They will really work at it. You'll do eyes their way, you'll do smiles their way, you'll do lighting their way. But I mean, it will still look good, at least you'll have a bloody foot in. It's still better in my opinion to just do some really good paintings, go up for the exhibitions that way, break it that way. But I mean, if you're interested in being an art teacher, then absolutely college, that's definitely the way for you. If you want to do anything weird, like tattooists, don't bother. It's fucking useless for you. Absolutely useless. If you want to do airbrushing, I would have been way better off just staying at home and learning myself. I've never learned anything really useful there for the airbrush. I just haven't. And what I've learned has been pointless. If you do any weird form of art at all, and this is absolutely bog standard, and preferably acrylic painting as well, yeah. You're better off avoiding it. But if you do just want to paint like nice scenes, like the places I'm driving past here, you just want to paint them, and you're like, that's what you want to do. Maybe not even as a career, you just want to do it for fun. If you want to learn to do that, then art college is great. I mean, I can't say it's shit. leave it because I want to be an airbrush artist. It's shit for one of my mates as well because he wants to be a tattooist. Combined bullshit class is absolutely useless for him. Also, like learning to dry brush in oils and stuff. So used to, he wants to be a tattooist. So used to be, but me, you can't dry brush with a bloody airbrush. But I'll tell you what it has done. It showed me that the bar doesn't have to be that high to do an art course to teach one. So probably what I'll do is I'm going to put in a hell of a lot of work over the next year, mostly have fun, and learning, getting better with the airbrush. I've got a decent, I can't pronounce it, Steinbeck and something or other airbrush. Over the next year I'm going to get as good as I can, and then, because I'm awesome, I'm going to start possibly teaching an airbrush class, because I've got high enough qualifications in art already anyway, doing this bollocks, that I can teach a course. I don't know if that would actually be of any use to me though, of course, because I don't know if anyone here has any interest in airbrush. As far as I'm aware, there's only a few people in Ireland do it. If you're interested in the work I was actually doing in college as well, I was trying to go for photorealism. I'll put one of the pictures up, if I remember, up there to see it briefly. As I said, the idea of art, of creating something that doesn't exist, even if it's on paper, to create a new thing, an image of, say, a person, and looking at that person makes you feel their emotions. That's a cool thing, so I'll be able to do that, but with the airbrush I want to be able to do it one step more, not just a person. I like the idea of creating a creature that isn't real and making people look at it, see it, feel its emotions. That seems pretty cool to me, and yeah, the airbrush looks out quite well for me on that one. I've actually just remembered that it was this road before where I got a puncture. So I am absolutely freaking out now. I've had a puncture a few times actually, but I mean, one of the times here was that. If you're interested in the bike at all, this is the Virago 535. Yeah, it's got the Black Widow drag pipes on it. I love the bike. Absolutely. Fucking hell, what's that? Some cunt's calling me. Why? I have no idea who this is. I don't know where the fuck I am.